Welcome to the session on area and perimeter. The objectives for this session are learning how to find the perimeter and area of various geometrical shapes. The region of a closed figure comprises the surface enclosed by the boundary and the boundary of the figure. Regions of different closed figures are given on the screen. The perimeter is the distance around a closed figure or the length of a boundary of a closed figure. Since perimeter is distance, it is measured in centimeters, meters, and kilometers, etc. Area is the quantity that expresses the extent of a 2D figure. It is measured in square units, such as centimeters squared, meters squared, and kilometers squared. A square has 4 sides of equal length. So the perimeter of a square equals 4 times side length. Let's now take a look at an example. Pause the video and have a go. Press play when you're ready to view the solution. So in this example, you're required to find the perimeter of a square which had side length 5 centimeters. So we have that the length of the side is equal to 5 centimeters. Therefore, since the perimeter of a square equals 4 times the side length, we have that this perimeter is equal to 4 times 5 centimeters, which equals 20 centimeters. Now let's take a look at a rectangle. A rectangle has 2 equal lengths and 2 equal widths, as shown in the diagram. The perimeter of a rectangle is therefore equal to length plus width plus length plus width. This is of course equal to length plus width, which is equal to 2 times length plus 2 times width, or 2 times length plus width, as shown. Let's now take a look at an example. Pause the video and have a go. Press play when you're ready to view the solution. In this example, we're required to find the perimeter of a rectangle whose length is 5 centimeters and whose width is 3 centimeters. So we have length equals 5 centimeters and width equals 3 centimeters. We have this formula for the perimeter of the rectangle, and so substituting in the values, we have that the perimeter is equal to 2 times 5 for the length plus 3 for the width, which is equal to 16 centimeters. Now let's take a look at the area of a square. A square has 4 sides of equal length, as shown. So the area of the square equals L times L, where L is equal to the side length. Let's take a look at an example. Pause the video and have a go. Press play when you're ready to view the solution. So in this example, we're required to find the area of a square which has side length 4 centimeters. So we have that the length of the side equals 4 centimeters. And since the area of a square equals length times length, we have that in our example, the area of a square equals 4 centimeters times 4 centimeters, which is equal to 16 centimeters squared. Now let's take a look at the area of a rectangle. The area of a rectangle is equal to the length times the width. Let's apply this formula to an example. Pause the video and have a go. Press play when you're ready to view the solution. So in this example, we're required to find the area of a rectangle which has length 4 centimeters and width 3 centimeters. So writing this out, length equals 4 centimeters, width equals 3 centimeters. And applying this to our formula, area of rectangle equals length times width, gives us that the area of the rectangle is equal to 4 centimeters, which is the length, times 3 centimeters, which is the width, which equals 12 centimeters squared. Here's a summary of our main results for the square and the rectangle. We're going to use this summary to help us solve the next few examples. Pause the video and have a go at this example. Press play when you're ready to view the solution. So in this example, we're required to find the perimeter and area of a square which has side length 11 centimeters. So let's write this out. The length equals 11 centimeters. So applying this to our formula for the perimeter of a square, which is 4 times length, we have that in our example, the perimeter of the square equals 4 times 11 centimeters, which is equal to 44 centimeters. Now let's find the area. The area of a square equals length times length. So plugging in the value 11 centimeters as shown gives us that the area of the square is equal to 11 squared, which is 121 centimeters squared. Now let's take a look at this example. Pause the video and have a go. Press play when you're ready to view the solutions. So in this example, we're required to find the perimeter and area of a rectangle whose length is 9 centimeters and width is 8 centimeters. So let's write this out. We have length equal to 9 centimeters and width equal to 8 centimeters. The formula for the perimeter of a rectangle equals 2 times length plus width. So plugging in the value for length, which is 9 centimeters, and the value for width, which is 8 centimeters, gives us that the perimeter of the rectangle equals 34 centimeters. And now for area. The area of a rectangle equals length times width. Again, plugging in the values gives us 9 centimeters times 8 centimeters, which is equal to 72 centimeters squared. Now let's have a go at another example. Again, pause the video and have a go. Press play when you're ready to view the solutions. The length of a square-shaped room L is 6 meters. Find the cost of flooring at the rate of $700 per square meter. So let's solve this. We're going to begin by writing out everything. So the length L is equal to 6 meters. The formula for the area of a square, because we're looking at a square-shaped room, is L times L. Plugging in the value for L equal to 6 meters gives us that the area of the room is equal to 36 meters squared. Now the cost of flooring for 1 meter squared is equal to $700. So if we're required to cover 36 meters squared, since the area of the room is 36 meters squared, we have that the cost of the flooring equals $700 multiplied by 36, which is equal to $25,200. Now let's take a look at another example. Pause the video and have a go. Press play when you're ready to view the solutions. The length of a square-shaped field L is 14 meters. Find the cost of fencing at the rate of £15 per meter. So let's solve this. Again, let's write out the key points. The length of our square, or our square-shaped field, is 14 meters. The formula for the perimeter of the field is 4 times L. Remember, we're trying to find the cost of fencing, so we're looking at perimeter. If we plug in the value of L equals 14 meters, as shown, we have that the perimeter equals 4 times 14 meters, which is equal to 56 meters. Now the cost of fencing 1 meter is £15. So if we require 56 meters of fencing, we have £15 multiplied by 56, which gives us £840. Now let's have a go at another example. Pause the video and have a go. Press play when you're ready to view the solutions. In this example, we have that the length and width of a field is 120 meters and 90 meters respectively. We are required in Part A to find the cost of fencing at a rate of €75 per meter, and in Part B, the cost of ploughing at a rate of €12 per meter squared. So let's solve this. We're going to begin by solving Part A and writing out the key points. We have that the length equals 120 meters and the width of the field is equal to 90 meters. From our formula, we have that the perimeter will be 2 times length plus width, as shown. So plugging in the values, length equal to 120 meters and width equal to 90 meters, as shown, we have that the perimeter equals 2 times 120 meters plus 90 meters. Which is equal to 420 meters. Since the cost of fencing is €75 per meter, we have that the cost of fencing is €75 multiplied by 420. And this equals €31,500. Now let's solve Part B. Again, we write out the key points. Length equals 120 meters and width equals 90 meters. This time we use the formula for area, which is equal to length times width. So plugging in the values, 120 meters for length and 90 meters for width, gives us that the area of the field is equal to 10,800 meters squared. Now, since the cost of ploughing per metre squared is equal to 12 euros, we have that the cost of ploughing 10,800 metres squared is equal to 12 euros multiplied by 10,800, which equals 129,600 euros. This brings us to the end of this session. If you have understood its contents, you should be able to find the perimeter and area of various geometrical shapes and solve real-life problems related to them. Thank you very much for listening. To understand this topic in greater depth, do attempt the exercises in your textbook related to this topic.